Hi, welcome to the Passionate Spinner podcast. This is not a normal episode. This is my recap for the Perth Festival of Yarn that I went to 2 weeks ago. So this was the flyer that was my doom. I received this in a yarn order from Dye Candy, and I decided I really wanted to go there. So we did. We went as a family. We made a family trip. We flew out on Thursday. Our flight left at 6 in the morning. We have a 2-hour drive to the airport. You should be there 2 hours early. So we got out of the house at 2:15 in the morning, which meant that I had to get up at 1:45 to have a shower and get ready. You know, when the alarm clock has a 1 in front of it, that's never a good thing. So we flew out super early on Thursday and had all of Thursday to just drive around, explore. And we did. We drove around, we explored. It was a great day. Then on Friday, we did sightseeing day. We went up to Inverness and stopped by Loch Ness to get some pictures of my cardigan that I was wearing. And yeah, we went to a playground every day so Tim could just run off his energy and play and be happy and not just sit in a car and look at scenery he's not interested in yet because he's only 3 years old. So we did a lot of that as well. And then on Saturday, I went to the festival. And I said to my husband, I'm going to just go in for one day. And we actually all went in the first day. And the Divorce Center in Perth, where this took place, is right next to a gigantic pool, a leisure pool. And so there's the center, there's the pool, they have one shared car park, and there's a gigantic playground as well. So perfect for everyone. I went to the festival, we walked through together, and then my husband said, you know what, we're just going to go outside. And they went to the playground and checked the leisure pool. And then we met very briefly, and he said, you know what, we're going to go and have a swim, because they do sell bathing shorts for kids and also the bathing diapers. So yeah, my boys went for a swim and I went yarn shopping. And I really intended only to go one day. And I bought a lot of things. They were beautiful and they're all mixed in now, so I can't really do the on the first day and on the second day thing. So we left around midday. I had a nice talk with Helen. Hi, Helen. It was amazing talking to you, like always. And sorry, my eye is itching. And then we went and had another bit of sightseeing. On Sunday, we went and checked out Perth. And I said, you know what, I only want to go for one day and it's fine. And I do have a lot of yarn at home already, so I don't need to buy a lot. So we went and explored Perth and we had food. And then we decided that we really should get Tim to a playground so he could play and, just do what kids do. And my husband said, the one that is next to the festival is a really nice playground. And I said to my husband, you don't really actually believe that we will go there and I will sit outside on a bench watching my child play when like 100 meters away is a yarn festival. And he said, no, I know that you want to go back in. And I said, yeah, but you know that I will buy a lot of stuff there. And his response was, yeah, but we are here because of that festival. So, and he said that like 3 times and I said, okay. Cannot say I didn't warn you. So I went in on the second day and I bought as much, if not more, than I did on Saturday. So I have lots of stuff to show. So after that, on Sunday, we went back to the hotel room and laid really low because we had a very early flight again on Monday. We had to leave the hotel at 4 in the morning and drive back to Edinburgh, get on a flight, come back home, and I had to wait for 2 hours for our luggage to arrive. And I was so furious. So I told my husband and kid to get the car Well, I waited for the luggage and I waited and then I waited a bit more and waited a bit more. And 2 hours later, finally, our stuff arrived. And yeah, I never had to wait that long for a suitcase. It was, but yeah, we got home and it was a perfect short trip. Thursday through Monday is perfect with a 3-year-old toddler. I think it was amazing. And oh my God, do I love Scotland. It was beautiful. I mean, I've been to Ireland like 30 times so far, and I love Ireland, but I also love Scotland and I want to go back lots. So we will see what the future brings. Okay, now things that I bought. I'm going to show this first. I got 5 skeins of midwinter yarns. I love midwinter yarns, especially this yarn here. It's black and blue Welsh wool. It's blue-faced Leicester and black blue-faced Leicester. So it's BFL. I love BFL. It's my absolute favorite fiber. And I decided to get this mossy green this time. The colorway is called Swamp Thing, which is funny because Swamp Thing is a DC comic and it is going to be turned into a series, a TV show, with Crystal Reed as the main character. And I love Crystal Reed. So yeah, Swamp Thing. Interesting fact there. I got 5 skeins and I got this time with the intention of doing cables. I wanted to have 6 skeins just because, you know, cables do use up a lot of yarn. And she only had 5. So I got 5. And I also already decided on a pattern because last week, I think it was last week or this week, the new Knitty was published. And there is a wonderful cabled cardigan by Amy Christophers in it. And it's called That Awesome, whatever. You cannot see the back because I only printed the essential parts. But it is a very nice cabled cardigan, and I'm going to knit that out of my new midwinter yarns. So this is already planned for and ready to go. Now, I have my full festival bag here that needs a wash desperately because I hauled it to Scotland twice now this year and to Dublin. So, and to the local fabric wool thing. So let's start. I got 4 skeins of this beautiful, beautiful sport weight yarn from Ripples Crafts. And it's only 4 skeins. I wanted to have 5. The problem is, I saw this on Saturday and I really thought, oh, I like this a lot, but I already bought so much stuff, so I will not get it. I will leave it here. And they had 5 skeins on Saturday. So on Sunday when I went back, I decided, you know what? I'm going to get it. So it was the same for the midwinter yarns. These 2 were the ones that I really wanted on Saturday already and decided to not get because I already got so much. And when I got back in on Sunday, I went to Midwinter and then to Ripples Crafts, and then I did everything else. And on Sunday morning, they sold 1 of the 5 skeins. So I only have 4, but I'm going to do something cropped. And it is this absolutely gorgeous golden color. It is called Burnished Gold. It's a sport weight. It's by Ripples Crafts. And it's gorgeous. I do love the color a lot. And I actually thought about using it for this one, but this one is enough Aran weight and this is a sport weight, so that's not going to work. So yeah, 4 skeins of Ripples Crafts. No idea what I'm going to do with it yet. I actually really wanted to do cables again. So yeah, I'm going to find something cable-y that's cropped, so I will have enough yarn. Then I have 1 single skein of sock yarn from Otherworldly Yarns. Stop. And oops. She is a fairly new hand dyer. It was her first ever show that she attended. And the yarn that I have here is the Ophelia base, which is a superwash sock out of, it's a Pole Dale and nylon blend. That's exactly why I bought it, because the Pole Dale is basically a cross sheep out of a Polwarth and a, maybe it was a Wensleydale, maybe it was a Swaledale. I don't remember. Some Dale sheep. And it is a very new yarn. So I decided to get this skein so I could try out the base because it just sounded interesting. And this colorway is called Banshee. And there's always comes a little story with the yarn. So here, very short story about the colorway. And so yeah, Otherworldly Yarns, my skein of Sark yarn. Then I got 2 mini skeins that are on top here, and these 2. I got this one from the Rusty Ferret, for Tim's blanket, because for every festival that I attend, I get 1 or 2 minis for his blue blanket that I'm working on. And I got this one from the Sleek It Hair. Okay. It's this one. Just 2 minis for the blanket. Then the first thing I actually bought, it was from Queen of Pearls, and this is a normal sock yarn. Oh no, it's Bluefit, it's BFL. That makes it even better. So it's a BFL sock weight. And I got these 2, they're 50 gram skeins, and I have fairly small feet. So with contrast heels and toes, these are absolutely enough for a pair of socks for me. So yeah, I got these half skeins. And then I got 2 skeins of Lovebug yarns in their Gold Sparkle sock base in the Gypsy Queen colorway. And this is going to be some kind of top or a big shawl. I'm not sure yet. I love the colors. And yeah. Then I got 3 skeins of yarn from Love Hand Dyed. And this is a 70% alpaca and 30% silk blend. And I got these 3. They only had 3, and I know that the middle one is a bit darker, but I'm just gonna alternate my skeins and it's going to be fine. And this is going to be a cardigan, a just light and airy summer cardigan. That's going to be very warm because alpaca is just super warm. I got 2 skeins from Cosmic Strings. It's their blend in the Ginkgo colorway, and this is perfection in a skein of yarn. It is so pretty. Very me, very me. Then I went to Giddy Aunt Yarns, and I bought yarn from them in Dublin, and I already knitted up. I did knit my Imogen Tea out of that yarn, so I knew that I liked it. And this time I decided to get 1 skein in a DK weight to knit a hat. The colorway is Hoodoo, and it looks like this, and I think it's just gorgeous. And then I went to pay, and they were sitting behind a table, and on that table that I didn't see before, I saw these 2. They're called Coup. And I mean, it's different browns with black speckles. It's a perfect yarn for me. My eye is still itching. So I had to get these 2 as well. So that is my purchase from Giddy Aunt Yarns. I'm rushing through this, I know, but I mean, I'm not really sure what to tell you about the yarns except for look what I bought. So I went to Mothy and Squid. And I decided to get 3 skeins to knit a jumper, and I decided on these. The colorway is called Skeletal Remains, and it is based on a picture that she had hanging on top of the yarn, and it's totally these colors. And I mean, these colors, again, so perfect for me. Different shades of brown, black, gray, white, and green. Perfect. I'm sorry. Then I went to Das Mondschaf, which was maybe a bit stupid because these are German people, and I can buy their stuff here in Germany. And I got 1 skein of a DK weight. That's her Draco base, and the colorway is Earl Grey Hot. I just love this colorway. I would have loved to get a sweater's worth of it, and I still can probably order it on some point. But yeah, I needed some single skeins for hats, so I got 2. Altogether, I got 2. And also what I got from them is 2 skeins of their Pegasus base, which is a normal sock blend, in the Khaleesi colorway. that is a Game of Thrones reference. So these two, they will end up as a top of some sorts for sure, because I got two for exactly that reason. And then of course I had to go to Dye Candy because she was the whole reason I was there, because it was her flyer that made me go. And I saw the chicken milk colorway, which is this gorgeousness here. It is a MCN DK weight. And I wanted to have enough for a sweater. And she only had 3. So I got the 3 she had and got the one and only moss in the same base. And I am going to knit some kind of color work. I'm not sure yet what I will do. But Caitlin Hunter has a new colorway sweater, colorwork sweater out that is for DK weight, and it has short sleeves. So maybe I will knit that with this yarn. I'm not sure yet, but this is gorgeous stuff. So happy. So this is the last stuff that I have to show. This is all the yarn that I bought, which is a lot of yarn. I know it's a lot of yarn, but like my husband said, we went there for the yarn festival. So I got yarn. And then I have some small stuff to show. The first is a button from Queen of Pearls. And the funny thing about this is they were my first thing that I bought right when I walked in. I decided to, you know, just walk around, not do damage, just see what's there. And I could not get those 2 half skeins of yarn. And then I said, thank you very much. And I walked on, and like 20 minutes later, she was standing behind me and said, I was following you around the whole festival trying to find you to give you the button because we forgot to give you the button. It was like, thank you very much. Pretty sure I could have lived without it, but thanks. And then I got this little stitch marker from Dye Candy when I bought the yarn. I have another podcast to check out. It's the Crafting Podcast. Christy of Granake Creations. Gonna check it out. I met her. She's a friend of Helen's, and she was very fun. So I'm going to check out her podcast. And then I have to show the actual show magazine book thingy. And this is actually going to go in the trash because I kept it to show that I got it. I'm not going to keep it. But yeah, all in all, the Perth Festival of Yarn was a very nice experience. It was a bit bigger than Dublin. It was about half the size of Edinburgh with 10 times less people. I mean, there was a long line in the morning and there were a lot of people there, but it was not overcrowded and you never had the feeling that you couldn't even fall over because there's so many people there that you would just be held standing up. And it was very relaxed. I totally enjoyed it. It was a very nice festival. With a lot of nice yarn. So yeah, I did a lot of damage, I know, but I'm very happy with everything I got. So, and also, you know, I did like 11 sweaters this year so far. So I am working through some stash occasionally, you know. Oh well, it will get worked. It will get knit up sometime in the future. Okay, so that is my very short and brief recap of the Perth Festival of Yarn. It was a wonderful time. I hope I will be able to go back to Scotland very soon because it was so nice there. So yeah, that is it. I hope you all have a wonderful time and I hope to see you again in my next podcast. Bye.